Hi everyone, this is Caroline Speaks, the State of Our World on Tuesday, November 30th, 2021. So what is it? Good, better, indifferent? All three. Okay, what are some of the major headlines? A moment of hope. Is Castro's likely win in Honduran election ends years of right-wing rule after coup from 2009, when President Obama was in his first year in office. It was a coup that was supported by um, the Obama administration, unfortunately. But now looks like we're going to have a liberal president in Honduras. I hope everything goes well for all the people. As NATO weighs expansion in Eastern Europe, Russia amasses military on Ukraine border, and the U.S. stands by and does nothing. NATO hasn't decided if they're going to let Ukraine be a member. Poland, I believe, also wants to be a member. So I don't know why people don't stand up to Russia. They don't have anything. They don't. They are a very brutal regime. The Soviet Union never really ended. Okay, and another headline: Get off our territory. Wet'suwet'en land defenders condemn Canadian police raid on pipeline protest in British Columbia. And there's a private company that launched the pipeline, and they have a rogue force that is protecting the pipeline, and the Canadian government is not doing anything to help their constituents, the Wet'suwet'en land defenders. Don't get it. Okay, now what else happened? World Health Organization warns of very high risk posed by Omicron variant. And yet, we're not having free vaccines to everyone and ending the domination of the pharmaceutical industry. Uh, this, there are areas of the world that do not have any vaccine or very little, and the wealthy countries trying to keep a monopoly and keep the pharmacy companies wealthy. What they don't understand is one person has the virus, whatever the variant is, everybody can get it. Okay. Now, nurses demand the COVID-19 vaccine patent waiver. I agree with that, especially after the wealthy countries, including the U.S., has paid all the expenses of doing the research, development, test and evaluation, distribution, etc., to give the recipe to other companies so we can have vaccine equity in the U.S. Now, also, China pledges 1 billion doses for Africa. That's nice. China has developed a foothold in Africa, and the U.S. continues to abuse the African people, the African continent. Centers for Disease Control strengthens the vaccine booster recommendations for adults. Okay. Federal judge blocks vaccine mandate for healthcare workers in 19 states. The federal judge is a Trump appointee. If you want to, if you're a healthcare worker and you want to get the virus, don't take the vaccine. Don't listen to the judge. Pentagon to investigate airstrike that killed dozens of civilians in Syria. That was a while ago, and it was an American U.S. airstrike in 2019. I hope they solve this problem, hold everybody accountable. Iran demands sanctions relief as talks on revived nuclear deal resume in Vienna. I totally agree. If you want them to be part of the um, nuclear deal, you have to end the sanctions. You know, they don't give any sanctions to other countries. Why to Iran? Why is Iran so hated? Majority of Australian parliament workers face bullying, sexual harassment, or assault. I hope they'll all be okay and get the bullies and the sexual assaulters and the harassers out. Put them in jail. Just Ghislaine Maxwell sex trafficking trial gets underway in New York. She was a partner with what's his name, Jeffrey Epstein, who committed suicide a few years ago. CNN to review records detailing how Chris Cuomo helped his brother discredit and smear accusers. Okay, I like Chris Cuomo as a anchor and a talk show host, so I hope everything works out well. Right. Representative Ilhan Omar hangs up on Representative Lauren Boebert, who joked Omar was a suicide bomber. Lauren Boebert, she's a new member of Congress. I hope she goes to jail for spreading hate and fear. That's what she deserves. She's from Colorado. And of course, the Republican leadership in the House doesn't do anything to control their people or manage their people. Amazon violated labor laws in Alabama Union Drive, the NLRB rules, setting the stage for new elections. I hope these Amazon workers get a union this time. Pioneering black former Congress member Carrie Meek dies at 95. Thank you for your service. Thank you, ma'am. Advocates say Haitian refugees face neglect and mistreatment at New Mexico ICE jail. Why can't we treat the Haitian refugees fairly? I don't know. And this New Mexico ICE jail is owned by a private prison company. Why are we outsourcing ICE jails? Okay. Thousands of Bolivians rallying La Paz in defense of Socialist President Luis ARCE. I hope Bolivia government will not be overthrown. It appears that the people who want this socialist leader out, but because the U.S. Had a right-wing military, backed the U.S. backed right-wing military coup. So get out of Latin America. People are fleeing various areas because they're treated so horribly, and it's very dangerous. So why is the U.S. backing military coups or any coups? Okay, now in Barbados, they removed the British monarch as the head of state, becoming a parliamentary republic. Thank you. Hope it goes well. South Africa blasts travel bans as countries race to curb spread of Omicron variant. South Africa discovered the variant and turned over all their research, sharing all their research. So why are we banning them, having travel restrictions, travel bans? Have vaccine equity. If everybody has the vaccine and the booster, etc., then everybody is safe. You don't have to have travel bans. Federal government sends health workers to Michigan, which leads U.S. COVID surge. Michigan, I hope they solve that. There was a group that tried to take over the State House in Michigan a while ago and kidnap the governor and other officials because they didn't want lockdowns and they didn't want anything. So anyway, that's the way it is in the world. I have to stand up and do things right. Okay, that's quite a bit. How about a little music? Would you like that? Okay. I've been singing the longer version of some songs I like, He and I Believe. See if I can find them and I can do another, try that again, okay? Alright, now, the first one we'll do is, He, the longer version. I don't know all the words, I'm learning them. He can turn the tides and calm the angry sea. He alone decides who writes a symphony. He lights every star that makes the darkness bright. He keeps watch all through each long and lonely night. He still finds the time to hear a child's first prayer. saint or sinner calls and always finds him there. Though it makes him sad to see the way we live, he'll always say, I forgive. He can touch a tree and turn the leaves to gold. He knows every lie that you and I have told. Though it makes him sad to see the way we live, he'll always say, I forgive. He forgives. Okay, I like that song. And I like to sing another song. That's an old one that I like. It's called I Believe. And let's see how that one goes. Okay, here we go. Just found it. I believe for every drop of rain that falls, a flower grows. I believe that somewhere in the darkest night, a candle glows. I believe for everyone who goes astray, someone will come to show the way. I believe, I believe, I believe above a storm the smallest prayer can still be heard. I believe that someone in the great somewhere hears every word. Every time I hear a newborn baby cry, or touch a leaf or see the sky, then I know why I believe. Okay, that was He and I Believe. Thank you for tuning in this evening of Tuesday, November 30th, 2021, for another meeting of Carolyn Speaks State of the World. Hope you join us again tomorrow. In the meantime, stay safe, wear a mask, practice social distancing. If the vaccine is available for you and it's safe for you to take it, I would take it. I had mine May 27th. I had 2 super arms. I was tired for weeks and I was fine. Remember, take care of yourself and others, and kindness goes a long way, very long way. Thank you. Good night.